Hi, my name is André and welcome at your guitar workshop. This is the last lesson for classical gas that I'm doing. We're doing it right up until the end. If you missed parts 1 through 5 or 6, I think there's 6 preceding this one. Then of course, check the links in the description. They will either take you to my YouTube channel or they will take you to the website where you have the playlist. The tab is for download on patreon.com for patrons. And yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this right away. I did skip theme 4 because theme 4 is the same as parts of theme 1, 2, and 3. So assuming you know all those by now, then theme 4 will be good. You'll know how to play it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the end of theme 4, about the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 5 bars before the outro actually starts. And that's the following part. I'll play it for you first. Let me readjust the camera a little bit. It's the following part. Let me play it for you first. And then we land into the chorus. Not the chorus, the outro. So what do? Basically, you just play G, C, F, and then B flat major 7 to B half diminished. Right? And it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then you get, once you have that B half diminished, you play so you play E, 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 B, G, D, A, D, G, B, E, B. Then you play open E, and then you switch to E7. Right? So once more, starting on that B half diminished. 3, 4. Then you have an upstroke. And then the rest of the bar you fill with just open E or just like the lower part of the E chord. Like that. So you have and then in the next bar you play that ascending chromatic bass line that walks up all the way to the outro. So, and I wouldn't sort of really necessarily go by the positions that I put in the tab. Just have an upward motion with your hand while playing just eighth notes. So, which is basically what he does. Like, so you have as long as you land on this chord, which is B with D sharp in the bass, on the next bar. Okay? So until there, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now for the outro section, let me play the next 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do? The great thing is that it's almost completely just 2 chords, or shapes. So the first one is B with D sharp in the bass. So that's index finger in 9 on D, ring finger 11 on G, and pinky on 12 of B. And middle finger is in 11 of E. You play that, and then in between another bass note. Then you play E7 with D in the bass, or E with D in the bass. So that's index finger as a small bar on 9 of B, G, and D. And with the middle finger, we fret the D on the low E string in 10th. So, and that's followed by another bass note too. So you play. And then you keep doing that. So like this, 3, 4. And then we have a little difference. So instead of playing this, we have our index finger in second position there. But the other chord is still the same. And then we keep our middle finger in second position of that low E. Put our pinky in third of B, ring finger second of G. Then we play bass, top 4. Then we play, you just shift the chord up, but we just play the bass on third position low E, so the G. So, and then we play that same shape what we have here, but then 2 frets up. Playing 4 open, 4, 5 open, like that. So together, 3, 4. Right? Then you play. Then after that, you still play an upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, and then again that ascending bass line. So like this. And then you do the exact same thing. And then up, down, up, down. Okay, so there's 2 ways. So the first time it's just going down, and then that bass line again. So so like down, up, down, quiet. And then we get the next section. And the next section is a couple of chords. So the first one is A minor add 9. So that's basically your A minor chord, but then instead of having your ring finger there, you put your pinky in 4th position of the B string, or G string, sorry, playing a B. Second chord, you just turn this one into a major chord. So you move your index finger up. The next chord is going to be D minor 6 with A in the bass. So these two should be moved up one, but that gets a little finicky. So what I do is you have middle finger on 3rd of D, pinky is still where it is in 4th, and then ring finger in 3rd of B. So we have A minor add 9, A major add 9, D minor 6 with A in the bass. Then we have C sharp, and how you do that depends on you, but then we have C sharp with A in the bass, so that's open, and then 4, 4, 4, open. And that could be middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Did I say C sharp with A in the bass? That's B with A in the bass, sorry. And then it goes back to D minor at 9. All right, now for the picking pattern. So what do you play? So you start off with playing A, D, B, G, D. Then you play E, G, D, then B, G, D, E, G, D. And then you play B string, and then play B string again, but now already with index finger in second position of that string. Sorry, it's like this. Now you probably noticed that with this pattern, you start with just playing the bass and the fifth with your thumb. And then you just get that cascading pattern where you play middle index thumb, ring index thumb, middle index thumb, ring index thumb. 2 loose notes. And then you do the same thing for A major add 9. You play thumb, thumb, and then you get that cascading effect again. Middle index thumb, ring index thumb, middle index thumb. Right? So those 4 bars, 3, 4. Then we go to the next chord, same pattern. Then we go to the next one. Back to the previous one. Right? Then we go to the next bar, and there we play that D minor 6 with A in the bass, but we play the same pattern, so we play thumb, thumb, and then middle index thumb. And then we go back to, go to B with A in the bass. Back to D minor 6. And now we do sort of the same thing, but the pattern is done in triplets. And it's a bit different. So we still play that cascading stuff, but it's now twice as fast. So what do you do? On the first beat, you play thumb and middle finger. Then it's index, thumb. That's like 1, 2, 3. And then you get ring, index, thumb as the next triplet. And then middle index thumb, just like. Right? And on the last note of in the second bar, you play the bass note again, because that's your there you sort of reinforce the chord again for the next bar, because on the next bar we don't play that bass note on the 1. So on that A at 9 we have 3, 4. Then we get D minor 6. D, B. And now we get a little breakup in the pattern. We go back to that D minor 6. Right? So we have middle finger, index finger, thumb, middle finger, index finger, thumb, then ring finger, index finger, thumb, middle finger, and then we just play the chord. And then we get into the last section. So let's try to play that picked part together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up that last part, so at the end it should have been. All right, then at the end, you just play a couple of accents on basic chords, so that's G, F with a G on top, so F add 9, so that's your F chord, but then with your pinky and third of E. So we have A, G, F, G, and then A, G, A. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you enjoyed that. Now that I've got all the parts, because I got to be honest, I haven't even played it back to back myself yet. So I just transcribed it, and I'll be working on learning the song myself. And once I'm ready for it, I will probably post my version on YouTube to share. And I will probably do a tutorial, well, not necessarily a tutorial, a little talk on how to tackle a song like this, because this is complex stuff. And I had some questions of people asking, like, how do you do that? How do you tackle something that is that complex? So that's it for today, and wishing you a great week. Don't forget to check Patreon for the tab. Wishing you a great weekend, and hope to see you again sometime. Bye.